Good morning. Welcome again as we just walk through the Word of God together. Our passage today is going to come again from the New Testament in Mark chapter 15. You say, Pastor, you haven't dealt with the Old Testament in a long time. I know, but we're in the middle of the trial and the death and the sufferings of Jesus, and these are incredible lessons that we need to learn. The truth I want to teach you today comes from Mark 15, and the truth is simply this. When you have no answer, volume increases. What? Yeah, when you don't have an answer for logic, people increase the volume. Have you ever been in an argument with your asawa or your children, and they presented you with some logic and you had to answer for it? Do you notice what you immediately did? You increased the volume of your voice. Well, loudness does not mean right. Now look at what it says here. Pilate knew that they handed Jesus over because of envy in verse 10, and the chief priests stirred up the crowd. They got all the emotions going, and Pilate said, well, what shall I do? And they said, crucify him. And Pilate said, but why? Now he asked them a simple question. He said, why should I kill this man? What crime has he committed? They never answered his question because there was no answer. He'd only healed the sick and raised the dead and cast out devils. He'd only blessed them. He was being crucified because of envy. There was no answer to the question. So because they had no answer to the question, look at verse 14. But they shouted all the louder, crucify him. Now, brothers and sisters, volume is not an answer. Shouting is not an answer. When logic ends, emotions begin. When you have no answer for a question, don't raise the volume. Sit down and go, okay, I don't have an answer for that, so now let's have a discussion. Let me say that again. When you don't have an answer, don't increase the volume. Sit down and say, okay, I don't have an answer for that. Obviously, I have not thought this completely through, so let's have a discussion. Now, if you'll learn to do this in your family, and you'll learn to do this in your relationships, and not try to force your way is right because you have no answers by increasing the volume, but just back up and realize, when I don't have an answer, I need to sit down and think about this, and maybe we need to discuss this a little bit more. Volume does not make right.